All right, there we go. Welcome back,
Booyah.
everyone.
I hope you're all as unprepared as the rest of us.
I tried to do some prep work.
We are live, right? Because I'm looking at the stream and oh, it's buffering. That's why. I'll refresh. I'll fix that.
Through the power of buffering.
The
I
power
see
of
the-
the internet.
I
don't
still
know
see
if
the
it's-
stream starting
Every
screen.
day I'm
I think it might be Twitch this time, since multiple of us have that problem.
Okay. I don't go on Twitch often enough, just like once a week. For this.
Yeah, like last week it was mine and Retro's house, because none of y'all had any problem.
Right.
This time it's just multiple households that are.
Ouch. Oh, it's fine. Maybe we'll just talk over the starting page then. I'll just go to another window so it doesn't bother me. Done.
Well, to be honest, refreshed, and we still have the stream starting soon page. Oh, there we go. It just changed.
Okay.
like we
Did
shouldn't.
it? Yay! It changed. Okay. I feel better now.
Good.
Oh God, there is a serious lag. Yeah, you just said you did some prep work.
There's nothing
Okay,
that
well-
I can do about that, and honestly, it doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's some serious lag.
As long as the audience gets the full video, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You changed your picture, didn't you, Rona?
I typically do, but I finally settled on something that's a both. In between, that's not Katya or Blue Guy.
So you just went with your persona?
What?
No,
I don't have a
absolutely
persona.
know
I
you
am the fur. If anything, I have a persona.
So,
You want to tell her the entire internet can hear her screaming about that?
you're live on the internet, so the next time you threaten me, just know that it's gonna the police are gonna arrest you when I come up missing.
Couldn't you just make some more?
Or is it store-bought cookie dough?
All right, so here we go. Who is in the need of inspiration this week?
Not I. I actually have inspiration still, unless
I
it doesn't
used
carry
mine
over.
last week, but
I don't need inspiration, but I need a will to live. Okay, you can get it in.
so I'm probably gonna miss like excuse me, half of the details, but I'm gonna try.
All right.
We went. Oh, goodness. We went back to the Laputa. No, wait. I think we started back on the Laputa.
We actually started before we went back to the Laputa.
Okay, I was
Just
right
before.
then.
Mhm.
Literally going to the Laputa. Okay. Yes, we were there. First thing D-Knock did was go with the platinum scale. That was a dinner plate.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that part. And try to contact Scientia. did a ritual, did a prayer. Real simple, real quick, real just. And Katya was watching and saw that Deanox stopped breathing for a few seconds. Longer than what normal breathing is.
Is that a fucking firework?
And in those few brief moments, Scientia talked to Deanox, saying how she was going to get a few things ready on her end and come in 2 days? Either a few days or
48
2 days.
hours. 48
2
hours.
days.
So while we're in transit to our next destination, pretty much.
Yeah. And then she let Deanox go out of the trance vision. Deanox comes back and actually has a near emotional breakdown. unlike the time in the arena where he's just thinking about the actual spell.
It wasn't just a near emotional breakdown. This was a full-on emotional assault.
And Katya did her best to help Deanox.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what that best means is
Left to the imagination of all viewers for those who are actually good at comforting people, unlike myself.
yeah, we're just gonna go with that.
So if you would ordinarily do it to comfort your friend, then
whose
that's what
wife
she
has
did.
died 10 years ago, and now he's about to get a chance to bring her back to life. And not
totally
in
relatable.
Yeah, just imagine how you would comfort someone who's realizing that, and just that's what happened. Anyway, I do believe we all went to sleep.
Not quite yet. We did some things around the Laputa, had
Some
dinner, and
housekeeping
realized
stuff.
Asta was missing.
Right, because she was walking up and down the beach because she just said, "I walk north," when we left the building, and just did not say anything else about it. And we all were just like, "Wait, where's
Okay.
Asta?"
You left me.
Well, the Laputa was right in front of us. You're the one who went walking and didn't say anything to us. Anyway, we got her attention, brought her in. She went and passed right the fuck out in her bed, thankfully. Then we had dinner. Yeet got acquainted with his new room, which oddly enough has multiple people's things in it. How strange.
Oh look, Cardin's leftovers, Xenos leftovers.
Then when we went to sleep, multiple people had a dream/vision of the necromancer we've dealt with several times before, trying to invoke, for what sounded to me like 2 separate entities from her master.
Oh yes, I could not see. Last time we played, I could not seem to figure that out, despite the information given to me. But now that you mention it, yeah, that makes sense.
Your brain was just
My brain was not functioning.
Welcome to my
How's that
life every single day.
how's that different from normal for you?
Actually, my brain functions a little too much sometimes.
Oh,
Your
that's
guys'
fair.
brain functions?
Overdrive, 24/7.
Then we got some people whose head just makes a whistle sound as the wind passes through.
That sounds like Cardin.
Hi.
Ooh.
Anyway, we all woke up, talked a bit, and Valnar's just like, Ah, god fucking damn it. And tries to do scrying and just a bit like, nope, not happening. And kind of where we ended, I think. Because I don't remember anything else.
All right, I'll pick up where you left off. One of the first things you missed, though, was when you almost ended us all by putting their portable hole into your bag of holding. Thankfully, you caught that before it was an issue. um,
Dnog derails the campaign, part 79.
Alternate time reality, part 4.
okay, so then we returned to the Dragon's Grove after that, back to Silverlight's palace, so we could see if he had um, found any volunteers to go with us.
Right, and we met.
Yeah, we met Paphos, who's just like, "Sup?"
He's a
just
street punk.
Yeah, pretty much. Street punk, young dragon, who's like, want to prove myself. Yo. So, like, I want to be like the illicit slayer and, you know, whatever y'all need. So, we decided, sure, we'll go ahead and bring you with us. We gave him some money so he can get some food and supplies. And then we headed back to the Laputa after getting some more provisions for ourselves and our crew. That was pretty much where we ended. Shopping and such.
Right.
So my assumption at this point is we're just going to pick a destination. Now, I don't know if we're going to wrap things up with the Lithid immediately or figure out what Aaron's up to. So, Valinor Part 2. And I know we discussed how much time we had left for the Lithid since we were on a time crunch on that, and I don't remember what we came up with.
I wrote it down on a calendar.
Thank God.
Uh,
Or thank
So
the
it's-
DM in this case.
Same thing. So you guys fought the dragons and met with the Silverlight, and then a whole day has basically passed. So you're working on that day. So tomorrow we'll leave you with 1, 2. Leave you with 12 days. So you have the remainder of today and then 12 days.
How long did it take us to go?
I think it was 5 or something like that. Hold on.
Okay, because as long as we arrive by the end of the 12th day, we should be fine. Although I think Pafa's gonna be like, "Fuck, bro! I thought we were gonna go fight some Elithids." Like, well, you know, something else came up.
So, looks like it might have been 7 days.
7 days of travel.
Mm-hmm.
Or 7 days to die.
Hmm. Let's see. Let's start with how long did it take us to get to Valinar's island?
Yeah, because you guys left the Vagrum, and then 7 days later you arrived above Dragon's Nest.
Okay.
So, with that information, what you will.
Okay. We could alternatively just teleport our happy selves right back to the Illithid City. And then after that's concluded, the next day teleport back to Valinar's island. Save us a lot of travel time. Just as long as we keep in contact with our pilots.
I say we just tell the pilots to start making their way back to Valinar's island while we teleport everywhere.
Actually that's fantastic because I mean then we only have to really survive until they arrive. Because both these issues had to be dealt with, and I don't think we can afford to waste too much time between them.
Yeah.
It's like let's give Erin a week or two to be able to do whatever the hell she's doing.
Decisions, my friends.
I mean, since it is effectively a new day, and I haven't used any spells yet today, I could teleport us right now if we need to, if that's what we're in agreement on.
Nope, that's right. I ride first thing in the morning, right?
How many can you How many like people can you teleport?
Myself and up to 8 willing creatures of my choice.
Yourself and up to okay. So
Mhm.
yourself is not
So-
included in that.
So pretty much a total of 9 willing creatures. And we have myself, Valinar, Dinok, Yet, Asta, and Paphos. So that's six of us. Does squirrel count as a creature?
No, not technically.
Okay. Good. That would be 7.
Oh, also just so you're aware, since I keep word of recall for emergencies, I can only do up to 5 willing creatures.
Uh-oh. Is that including yourself?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, sorry, it does not include me. I misread it.
Okay, good. Well, then we're at that limit, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Dinok's probably going to push for not because he wants those 2 days to
Well, that's
wait.
true. That is true. You had to wait those 2 days. We could probably
And
afford a
going
couple days
into
on
a
the
fight with that on the line.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Fuck that noise.
It might actually be better to... Yeah, you're right. So maybe start heading towards Valinar's island on board the Laputa. After a couple days, then your thing with your wife is resolved. We teleport, go take care of business. And then when we get recalled back to the Laputa, we'll probably be at least closer. We'll definitely be closer to the destination.
Also, don't forget, Dinok also has teleport too.
I thought you had teleportation circle.
Yes. And
And I didn't know you had teleport. You've been holding out on me.
No,
told you this a while
No.
ago.
no, he hasn't.
And also because I don't think we've mentioned this for a long time because I don't think it really matters anymore. But Valinar does have a written out teleportation circle for the church on his island.
Yes,
Okay,
we're saving that because we don't want to
Yes.
hop
I just
in.
wanted to mention it because no one's mentioned it for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Fair.
Well, we said we didn't know what would be waiting for us if we were going to use that. So
Yeah.
as a last ditch.
You don't know. Meanwhile, I look at all my notes.
You know.
You know. Anyway.
Ooh. I don't remember if I did the teleport circle numbers.
I reminded you over the week that we were gone, so I thought you had said you did.
Right, I think I did it
Thought-
because Denock didn't add anything because he was exhausted and wiped emotionally and physically, so he did not add. Okay, perfect. So what I've got is what's current. By the way, in the morning, once Denock wakes up, well, have we decided what we're actually doing? Like I said, I'm Denock saying
This is up to you guys.
Yeah, we were discussing it.
I know, and I'm
Yeah.
asking. I'm asking the group.
Valinar wants to get back to his island as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. As would I,
So,
but mm, I
knowing
suppose it
that
doesn't
it would
matter.
take us 7 days to travel and we can just teleport there, though,
Yeah,
Valinar's content to wait for a little while.
yeah. So essentially, it's gonna take 7 days to get the Laputa there, regardless. So, um, we may as well. I mean, we could teleport to your island. It doesn't really matter the order in which we do it, because I mean, as of right now, Aaron is an active threat, whereas the Illithid is in 7 days. They will be an active threat, so we have a little bit of wiggle room with them. We don't have to go straight to them right now.
So we're just gonna fly.
I don't suppose we have any more of those magical batteries.
Well,
I love the slip up.
during our flight, we can work on it. See what we can do.
Create some depth charges.
Teleporting depth
I
charges.
was thinking about maybe just doing what we did to Torben and just teleporting one right in front of.
Teleport them in. Well, I mean, if we gotta travel all that way, why not? But when you say that you had that word of recall, it's like, why are we even moving the Laputa at all? Actually,
Just teleport
My
all
word
our.
of recall is my my word of recall's keyed into the Laputa.
yeah. So why do we have to move the Laputa at all?
To get anywhere?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's a good place to rest, so we have all our people there.
What wasn't our original mission to try and create allies out of the islands? Like
Yeah,
the original
originally.
mission, all the way back from.
And then we
The
realize
first
each
island.
island is seriously fucked up, pretty much.
Yeah. Creating allies of the islands is secondary to stopping them from plummeting.
We did make allies out of Hofkeen finally.
Yeah.
Now we just got to work on your island and get the head bitch out of her seat.
Mm-hmm.
And
Put someone
maybe
more.
permanently get rid of Aaron.
Be nice.
Um,
Unless she's
She
going to
may
be.
get the next soul cage
Yeah.
victim.
Now that I have it, yeah.
oh man, get rid of Palama, get rid of Aaron. Figure out what the hell was going on with that one weird dream Valinar had all that time ago.
Just got a lot of stuff we need to do.
Just trying to prioritize which is the best option, though. We don't know what Aaron is up to, but well, since someone was kind enough to allow us to see where she was at, it wouldn't be very hard to teleport a bomb right on top of her.
If she hasn't moved in the last
That's true. We
several
also don't.
hours.
We also don't know about the surrounding area, and I'd hate to cause unnecessary casualties trying to get at one person. So, a little more discretion.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if she was in Valinar's living room?
Well, my
considering his
parents are on the
family's-
Laputa, so
No.
it's fine.
Not possible because
Also
that
true.
house burned to the ground.
So if you stand, you know what? We're not having this conversation. What are you guys gonna do?
We're gonna fly.
And
Or
after
else,
2 or 3
if I-
days,
yeah.
teleport the
If-
rest of the way.
if I don't say it, we're just gonna keep waffling about. We're gonna fly.
Okay.
All right. So, is there anything anybody would like to do kind of over the next couple of days as you guys travel?
On each day until he succeeds, if he succeeds, Valinar's going to keep trying to scry Aaron
Okay.
and Palama. He's going to use 2 scries each day, 1 for each.
Okay. Let me grab a set of dice real quick and make a couple rolls. What's your spell save DC again?
19.
Okay. And do they have any prevalent negative modifiers towards this?
I would argue that Valinar's familiar with Palama.
I would allow it.
That would be the only one. Okay, so that would be a -5 to Palama's roll.
Okay. Let me find her sheet. Okay. And then I gotta get over here to this one. Nope, that's not right. They're seriously not. Huh. I thought I had that shortcut made. Give me a
Oops.
moment. Okay. And then I am going to.
So is it safe to assume that the Laputa at this point is essentially just a big flying storage place for all of our supplies?
And loved ones.
Oh, I mean, I suppose we can't. We also just can't teleport to anywhere and everywhere if we've never been there. So
Correct.
Well, I mean, Kadia was able to teleport us to my island. Or no, was it my island or was it Tenox
It was-
Island?
it was
The location he's
Hofkeen.
never been. Okay.
it was Hofkeen, but the location that I tried to teleport us to ended up putting us a little bit off because the landscape had changed drastically.
Okay.
So, you said you're just using base level spells. Is that correct?
For scrying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The scry attempts made against Palama fail, and it feels as though you are being greeted with an invisible wall when attempting to scry upon her.
Great.
Question.
Question. Does it feel like when I tried to scry on Hothkeen when that dome was around it?
No. It actually feels
Okay.
it actually would feel you've experienced this before. So it would actually feel closer to the sensation that you have when you attempt to scry upon somebody who has perished.
Oh. Interesting.
Just a quick note, and this is just for shits and giggles.
Mhm.
Valinar, immediately after he gets the sensation, like he tried to scry on a dead person,
Yep.
is then going to use sending to try to contact Palama and just go, so you finally kicked the bucket, bitch?
So I don't know if Valinor actually let's do this first. I'm gonna do a funny.
Okay.
Okay. You. Oops.
Whoops.
Go away.
You're about to have a mental battle.
You're greeted with as you send the spell off, you receive back a. You wish, darling. Please come back whenever you want to try. You can almost feel the lips curling into a smile.
And we're going to use sending again to send back the mental image of me flipping her two birds.
I love
Can
it.
you do that with sending?
Sure.
Well, we can now.
I'll allow it.
As long as it's for just a joke bit, I think we're allowed to do this stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely. As long as we're not trying to intentionally break the game. All right. And then Aaron.
He sends a mental image of his penis. Unsolicited dick pics, D&D edition.
Nice.
That's horrible. I hate it. I love it.
And then Aaron rolls a 21 on her wisdom saving throw. That's for day 1.
Okay.
Day 2.
Sounded like somebody just threw a can, like, "Ah, fuck this shit."
It did.
Sorry, that was me. Something fell.
Guys, it's going to be a great night. Day 2 is a natural 20.
Of course. Oh, well.
So, unfortunately, your scrying attempts do fail. But 2 days go by. Anybody else would like to do anything during these couple of days of downtime?
Sorry, I'm just trying to do the maths required for the circle
No worries.
as we go
Yeah.
day by day.
Well, if Denoc is not overly busy with anything else, perhaps we can start harvesting and making some magic ink and paper to work on some spell scrolls and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Also,
'cause we
rearranging
just have
the
a shit ton of it laying around.
rearranging the roof to be more open for the greenhouse or
Okay.
bigger greenhouse for the new plant.
Does this mean you've finally drawn a map of the rearranged Laputa?
I didn't know I was in charge of that.
I told you that when you got ownership of the Laputa. I said if you give me a sketch, I'll work on creating an actual layout mappy thing.
Send me the layer. Send me the map.
You get to design it. You get to decide where things are, what they and things like that.
I know, but I want the roof.
Oh, okay.
That way I can do it in Photoshop.
You Yeah,
I
got
don't
you.
have it in the folder for my stream stuff. So
I mean, it should be. Oh, is this the old one? It is. I'll get it to you.
yep.
Wait,
Okay.
remind me, what were we going to grow in the expansion?
Stuff we picked up there at the Dragon City.
What stuff do we pick up at the Dragon City? Oh, like crops and such?
Yeah, I thought we picked up food.
Yeah, you guys
Oh,
picked
okay.
up different foods, spices, things like that.
Okay.
Different seeds to grow the spices, so we're not. So we're a
Hmm?
bit more self sufficient.
Yeah, you
I may
guys got
have to
about.
go.
You guys acquired about 200 gold pieces worth.
Okay. I may have to find a second greenhouse assistant. So we don't overwork the one that we've already got.
Hey Valinar, any people you
Yeah.
know on your island who like gardening? Who doesn't mind uprooting their entire life and lifestyle and traveling the world?
Uprooting.
Oh god, dang it.
I made the joke intentionally.
Hmm. I don't think I had anyone like that in my backstory. DM, do I know any gardeners that are willing to drop everything and run away?
Do you know any gardeners? Yes. Do you know if they're willing to drop everything? No, you have no idea.
Okay. So then I'll
Here's a
just shrug and go, I know gardeners.
Here's a question. Do you think your parents want to go back to their island permanently, or do they want to stay with you?
That's a good question. Why don't we go ask them?
Because if they're going to stay here, give them, so that they're not just sitting around all day, wondering what's going to happen. Let them, move their bodies.
You go down to them, and they kind of look to you, Valinar, and they're kind of like, would we be able to return home ever, or?
Okay, here's the question: Is this a Valinar? Is this just you and your parents, or are we there?
I probably would have at least brought Deanock and Kadi along because this was probably more their idea.
Okay, Deanoch would definitely pipe up and say, well, we're going to make sure that your island is free. So, if you wanted to return, 100% able to after we're done.
If we're able to return to our previous lifestyle, that would be ideal. What we've always known.
Allow me to ask this, though. Your neighbors, how judgmental are they of those against the state religion? For example, if someone is quote ousted as a heretic, unquote.
Heretic?
Heretic.
Heratwit.
I don't know what my mouth did there. It just wanted
Me.
to
I
throw
like
a
it.
W in the word.
That's Valinar, the heretic.
You
Heretwig
Heratwit.
or Heretwink?
Oh no, it gets worse.
How would you spell that?
Heretwit.
Sure.
Heretic.
Perfect.
Anyways,
That's what I heard. I might have misheard too, but
yeah,
either
I
way, it's
said
funny.
twit. I said Heretwit
Okay.
somehow.
Uh,
Anyways, if someone is declared a quote heretic unquote, how judgmental, how suspicious would your neighbors be?
Well, I mean, they'd probably be pretty suspicious, and we know that he has already been accused of this allegation, but we also know that these are true or false. They even kind of showed that in their actions towards the people. It's hard to say without there being some very clear press, we'll say, to kind of clear up this misconception. We know that our boy is not a heretic. We know that he's a good kid who, may be a little confused at times and doesn't quite understand all of the teachings in the good book, but we know that he holds the best intentions in his heart.
But Balnar, at them saying that doesn't quite know the good book as well as he should. Valnar's going to give this really, really mock, angry, and upset look. You can tell he's joking, but he's going to look very annoyed. And then he goes, just because I skip pages 50 to 60 does not mean I don't know them.
Just means that you know enough to not bother reading it again.
Exactly. I know it's on those pages. I just don't listen to them.
Oh gosh. I have a very funny thing in my brain, but I don't know the name. Um um
Let's see if we can get it to come out.
no, it's I gotta find Valnar's backstory for that.
God.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what
Oh.
I want to be like Kyle. I want to be like, well, Kyle knows what's on those pages, and he reads them, and trying thinking to like a rival or something like that you grew up with.
Oh, like Haru or Shia?
No, somebody that you don't like.
Oh, I didn't. You mean like Kyle? But
Yeah,
did we name him Kyle? I don't
don't
remember because he
remember.
wasn't actually in my backstory. He
There was
just
a
kind of appeared on the island.
there was a Kyle that you guys brutally murdered.
Oh, I thought that was Kyle's brother we brutally murdered.
It was Kyle's brother that we brutally murdered.
And then we told him, "This is why you don't be like Kyle, you idiot."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, went to school with a guy named Kyle who was a douchebag.
Is that what you have written down?
That's what I have written down.
All right, I believe it. We're gonna go with that.
Apparently, his brother was just like him. But Valinor brutally murdered this poor guy, or at least all of his friends.
At least he won't become like Kyle.
That's right. They're the ones that lit his family home on fire, and it's like, I'm gonna burn them up first, then save the burning house.
Fair enough.
So wait, we did kill Kyle.
I think you killed Kyle's
No.
little brother.
Oh, I thought Cody would say we killed Kyle at the house because
No,
he was one of the ones setting them on fire.
Kyle's brother's gang,
Oh,
whatever
I
they were
thought
called.
for some reason I thought Kyle's brother was the one I disintegrated when I was in disguise.
I don't know. It's funny either way. We're gonna go with Kyle.
Okay.
for right now. Like, Kyle reads those pages and he can tell you what's on it.
God damn, not Kyle again.
Well, you know that Bonnie always talks about how well he knows his reading material, son.
Yes, and look what happened to Kyle
What
and his
happened?
brother, who I brutally murdered.
What happened to Kyle? You
Yes.
did what?
I mean, to be
To,
fair, he was
uh,
part of the same gang that burned your house down and killed you.
Here we go. So, Kyle's brother was the young man for the tavern, right?
He was
Yes.
the young man
And
after
he brought
that tried to
he brought his he brought his crew out from when we were on the road, and said if we paid a toll, we could settle our differences. And Valinar used inflict wounds, causing him to just disintegrate.
I
The rest of the
vaguely
guys ran
remember
away.
something like that happening.
They all ran away, but then we found the burning house because they took revenge.
That vaguely sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the kid was a douchebag.
Yeah, he kind of went into crazy levels of, hey, I'm gonna rob these random strangers I've never seen before on a road that are clearly
these
much more
guys
equipped than me.
Especially
realize
after
we've slain dragons and the like, and it's like you never should have come here. What is this? Skyrim?
Oh no, those those dragons and that ancient vampire that can't die that we had to steal his soul is just a warm up for you lot. Sorry.
Shrug.
Anyways, what were we talking about again?
trying to convince your parents to stay on the Laputa to be governor.
Well, I think disintegrating somebody is not a good motivator about that.
To be fair, he was part of the gang that killed you.
Yeah. Or what? How would you guys feel about just being gardeners until we can get you guys back to the island? Till we get all of that
Sure.
mess.
Sure, I'd be happy to help out.
Splendid. Now, let's see. We're gonna need you to sign this waiver, which says that if you're poisoned, stabbed, or otherwise maimed by any of the plants, living plants, or plantoid entities that we have in the garden, you can't legally sue us.
Wait.
I'm sorry,
You're not gonna
what?
see that?
Oh,
Can I see that?
Oh, and we need you to pee in this cup.
We have plantoid entities, and you have not told me about this.
Valdar's gonna be looking at the thing. Go. When the hell did you get plants that can eat people? I didn't even know.
As far as I know, nothing in there is overly dangerous.
I thought we left all those on
Unless
the.
we pick.
You
unless
look
we
at the
pick up
paper
some
and
new
it's
seeds
a
that you haven't told
giant.
me about.
You look at the paper and it's just a giant JK.
Valdar's gonna sit down, take out a quill, and write.
Oh,
This
you
is
have
a
the secret humor,
waiver.
I love it.
It says that I will die if I make any more bad jokes. Hands it back to T-Knock and goes sign.
You're taking my shtick.
I know, but I feel chaos remlin tonight, so
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't get this way very often in this game, so
Yeah, usually I'm having to go it alone.
Dude,
Dude,
By the way, no, we don't have any smokable plants yet, Dan. We're working on that one.
would that be a debuff or a buff item?
Depends on
If
the
we're going,
class.
if we're going
I was
just
about to
straight,
say the same thing.
I'd
Damn it.
say debuff. Yeah, if we're
Couldn't we
going just
technically
straight
use the replicant moss as a smokable item in place of smokable items?
Yes, but there has to be a desired effect in order for it to actually work. An actual effect that to be.
replicated.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. The effect, the effect I want replicated? I want to get fucked up.
Well, I
Okay,
have
so you want
incense on me.
mushrooms.
Will that work?
It's designed to replicate
Spell
a spell
components.
component. So it has to replace a spell component. So no.
I'll get back to you on that. I can't think of any spells right now that might do that.
Well, I currently have one. But anyway.
Oh gosh.
Ouch.
Okay, good. Well, if you'll come with me, I'll run you through all the details of what needs to be taken care of at the greenhouse. Right now, we're planning an expansion of the existing greenhouse with the purpose of planting new seeds for new food so we could be more self-sustaining, as well as some additional spices. The hope is that, in addition to my training, our current on-staff greenhouse attendant will be able to answer any questions and teach you any special care that any individual plants have so that you'll be ready going forward with the new expansion.
Oh, by the way, Katya, we did get basil, cardamom, and what was that last one? Cilantro.
Cilantro?
Cilantro.
Where did you find cilantro? Oh, dragons. Never mind.
Yeah,
I guess it makes sense.
they had 13 different types of cilantro.
That's a lot of cilantro.
I did not think that many existed.
I thought there was only one or two.
Same. But I guess 2,000
Honestly,
years,
it's
dragons get up to some stuff making new plants, I guess?
maybe. Either way,
I got
it'd
us
be
the
nice to
garden
have
variety.
cilantro again. I haven't had cilantro in a while. You can only find it in remote regions in where I'm from.
Well, we didn't have much cilantro when I was growing up. Boblin always thought it tasted like soap.
Tastes like soap. I hear that's a common complaint.
Boblin believed it, so
Did he believe it before or after he tried it?
before and after.
Have you tried
I
just
guess
randomly sneaking it into his food since?
I'm guessing that Boblin is a connoisseur of soaps then.
I mean, Dinoc does full shifty eye look.
Somehow, it tracks.
Look, he was 3. He put anything he could get his hands on into his. And when we found him by the end of it, he had eaten 5 bars of soap. Okay.
Okay, so if he enjoyed it enough to eat 5 bars of it then, why was he complaining about cilantro?
Your guess is as good as mine because he said he hated every second of it. And when we asked him why, he never gave us an answer. He just looked at us like, what are you even talking about?
Maybe he was trying to get rid of that shit-eating grin.
Moving on. So yes, we've got new spices that should drastically improve dinner.
Fantastic. No more bland. What do we eat here again?
Gruel.
No more bland gruel.
By the way, didn't you say something about wanting chickens one time?
The thought crossed the mind, but I'm not sure where we would fit them in. We've got a lack of space here, and I mean, I suppose we could build a coop that was completely enclosed on the roof, just like with the greenhouses. But that's about the only thing I can think of. I mean, having some actual meat on board would be phenomenal, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that believes that. Although I'm sure Yet is completely fine with just greens. Was that Yet?
No, that was. I do believe we heard one of your dogs rip in the background.
Oh, fun.
S- Saying that because if we can get the other wizards on board to cast higher tier spell, we may be able to make extra room.
Explain.
True.
um, one second.
That's a beautiful
Deanoch
spot.
just turns, wiggles his fingers, kind of, at the entryway and just, or entryway to an empty room and just, womp.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, go ahead and
Uh,
step in. Perfectly safe.
Katya walks in.
Yep.
What do I see?
The most luxurious entry to a mansion you have ever seen.
oh my word. This is almost like home. Before I moved out on my own.
I always figured you were one of those rich girls.
And well, I mean, I was born into uh nobility, so yes. My father owned the mansion. I just lived there. But once
New
I was
money
old
or
enough,
new
I
money
had to
or
move
old
out on
money?
my own. Say it?
New money or old money?
I don't follow.
Was your family nobility for generations? Or did you just recently become to the nobility?
My father was the first. He was the one who was a fashion designer, so his designs were extremely popular and sold very well, especially within the cities. So,
New money then.
new money, yes. He,
You're
he
not
was already
considered
set.
old money until you are at least uh, 13 or 14 generations nobility. At least on Hofkin.
That's quite a long time to be within ability, I suppose. But he was well established before I was born, and then I lived life of luxury there. Got all the finest education. Uh, but it was kind of a sheltered life, I suppose. And then when I became of age, I moved out on my own, and honestly, by comparison, where I lived is kind of a trash heap. It's functional, but it's not stylish.
Do you at least have a lock on your door?
Oh, holy hells! I wonder if anybody's covering my rent while I'm not there. Because all my research notes are sitting there. I hate for them. Oh God. It's a real shame I can't use sending because I'd be telling father to pay for my rent while I'm gone. I'll just have to pay him back. Hmm. I hate to lose all
Oh,
those relationships because I got pulled away against my will.
oh, by the way, hand Jeeves there your cloak if you want.
Say what?
What?
You just feel your cloak lift off you.
Uh, okay.
You're
Maybe don't do that.
you're not you're used to me summoning ghosts and undead, but you're not used to just invisible people.
No, not that, not that, no. Ah,
Always just squinting at the space where something should be. Just going, where is it? Where's your
I'd
ghost?
rather, I'd rather keep my cloak on right now, thank you.
I was talking more like cape, cloak, coat.
Okay, I got you. It's like, and I'm just gonna address you in the foyer.
What else do you see? What else would you see as you look around this dimensional space that you have cast?
Well, there's a hella big table, food, and that's all Denox's making currently because this is just an example.
Okay.
So this is all very impressive, but do you think we would ever have anybody on board who could use this? Even if you were to teach it to them.
It'd probably take a few, I want to say, yeah, a couple years, I think, before someone would be able to. And even then, that's if we take them with us. But, I mean, you never know.
Mm.
Because I can do pretty much anything with this place, including a stable, a pasture.
A pasture.
Cows
Are you talking about with this spell or with the Laputa itself?
with the spell.
That's fantastic. And about how long does it last?
A full day.
You'd have to cast it every day or everything inside is lost?
It's just shunted outside.
Oh no. So you create a pasture that has, say, horses in it, and we happen to be off the Laputa for a couple of days. Now we just got horses in the Laputa, just whatever.
That's why I'm thinking about
That's
looking for
why
someone who
we
can
need
take a
another.
spell and enchant it into an item that just requires a little bit of power to use. We just need to find someone who can do
That's
so.
a fantastic idea. So
And
then
I'm
my question
thinking,
is,
use the power of the Laputa itself for not just one, but maybe multiple of the items.
so then I have to ask, if one were to make an enchanted item like that, would they need spell scrolls or anything in order to replicate the spell?
Probably at first.
Well, it just so happens we have a whole lot of resources for magic ink and papers that I would love to have some assistance in
Oh yeah,
working
yeah.
up.
I just over the course of the fights, it's just something in the back of my mind. I'm like, I don't think I ever showed you guys this.
You were thinking about making mansions while fighting.
Sounds like something Kadia would be thinking of.
Look,
Not completely
once
inaccurate.
once things kind of clicked that, holy shit, my wife is going to be back in a few days, or during the fights, we're this close to it. My mind started kind of wandering.
Kind of speaking of which, though, is there anything anybody else wants to do on these days kind of off?
Not really. We've now got a bunch of paper. We've got at least one, if not multiple assistants.
It would appear to be 3 at this point, because as far as I know, we only hired the one for the.
Well, I'm
main
saying I
goal.
don't know if both of Valinar's parents
Oh,
went. I know his mom did, if that's the voice Rip was going for.
They'd probably both go just because it'd be something to do.
Okay, so 3. Also, by the way, we are at 246 out of 392 uses for Teleport Circle.
nice.
Getting closer by the day.
So, the third day arrives. 48-hour time frame has elapsed. Is there anything that you, Dinoc, or anyone else would like to do in preparation for Scientia's arrival?
If Dinoc needs assistance, I will gladly provide it. Nothing better to do right now, anyway.
Dunno.
Third day. 29.
I'm going to just erase this vial of Fallen Angel Domo blood. I'm using it.
Okay.
That's weird. I'm just noticing that this is one of those odd days where none of my material amounts go up. That is weird.
Just a weird little thing.
Just how the math works.
Okay. Um,
I mean, if you guys want to come in, you're more than welcome to. At least just Valinar, Katya, and Asta, if you want to join in too, see this happen, you're more than welcome to. Dinoc does not offer an invitation to Yeet. Sorry, you're just
Okay, so
kind of brand new to the group. Don't really know you that well. This is kind of
over the course of these couple of days, how much of our 2,100 gold pieces worth of magic ink and paper were we able to convert into usable material?
I'm assuming that you guys have other people kind of delegating to work on some of this as well. Just because a lot of people are going to be like, what can we do to help? Especially people who don't have any like specific trainings and things like that, or very specific things to do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just say you have all of it.
Okay.
Because because you now, even though, because paper and ink is like 2 days for a certain amount, right?
Right. Every 2 days we get another 150 gold pieces.
Yeah. So I'll
Stuff
say,
goes fast.
I'll say for the sake of ease, it'll take 2 days to turn that 150 gold piece of stuff into ink and paper. So
Okay.
it'll be a quick, easy thing to look at and kind of replicate. And you
So
have
all of it.
you have people helping with it too, especially to kind of get to the point where it's upkeep rather than production, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And then you'll I mean, and it'll still just take time to, well, time and those resources to write scrolls and stuff like that anyway. So
Okay. I'll put this in like storage or something. Oops. Whoa. I did not want to bring up the source code for that page. Whew.
Uh-oh.
You sure?
So, for future reference, if you're on Microsoft Word and you do Control U, you get underline. But if you're on the web browser and you do Control U, you get a bunch of coding.
fun.
It was fun. Okay, so I have it documented that we have the 2,100 gold pieces worth of magic ink and paper in storage.
Okay.
Carry on.
By the way, instead of resummoning Tim, currently Denock is just bringing in some skeletons.
Okay.
Just to kind of
Good call.
be around the room and just kind of, do anything requested. Currently, there's 7.
Okay.
Did Valinar say that he was going to be present in the same room as Denock while
For
we're waiting
the
for Scientia?
yeah.
Okay. Who all was invited to that again? I was trying to get caught up on everything we just said and did.
I invited the 2 of you and Asta.
Okay. So confirmed for at least myself and Valinar. Asta hasn't said anything yet.
Blinds, you there? Yoo-hoo!
Is this also the room where your wife is in storage?
Yes.
Okay.
Or at least that's where I'm assuming we're going to start.
I mean,
Because she
it
is
wouldn't make any
the...
sense for Scientia to appear in your bedroom and be like, all right, so now what? Where is the subject? Yeah, let's just walk the goddess through our flying fortress. No big deal.
Is there a particular?
Blinds, you there? Okay, I guess we're not having...
They'll figure it out.
Oh, there you are.
Ooh. The echo says it all.
Yeah. Basically, Asta, we are asking if you want to be present to watch the goddess of knowledge and science resurrect Denock's wife.
Sure.
I take it.
Fine.
I take it she's gone to bed or something.
Asta sounds like she has a cold.
Yeah, she was falling asleep on the desk.
Fair enough.
No worries.
Damn.
I might too, but we'll see.
That's why I'm trying to keep you guys part of the group and
Engaged.
yeah.
If Asta's got a cold, maybe we should keep her out of the room because your wife's been in stasis for 10 years. hate for her to catch a disease now.
So where are you setting up, Dina?
In the room where Borgok is in stasis.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
Borgak.
Borgakh.
Oh, there's an H in there. Nice. I'll just add that to my dictionary.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. Skyrim orcs have some weird names.
So, as you guys are kind of setting things up, kind of arranging for things to be placed, it is somewhat of a odd circle around the room and around where your wife would be. Um, you're not sure when or how, but at a certain point when you are kind of walking around the room, kind of making sure things get placed into the right locations, um, you you're kind of like tunnel visioned as you're walking and kind of just thinking, making sure, going through that mental checklist of yours, making sure that you have everything.
Hyper focused almost.
And you kind of hear this kind of, oh, everything looks great, and you kind of, the voice kind of snaps you out of it, and as you turn, you see Cyantia kind of like sitting on like a series of crates, kind of in the corner of the room, pretty relaxed, as if she's been there for a while. And she kind of looks to the group of you and to kind of to the room that you guys have set up. She had given you an arcane circle to inscribe. And she kind of looks around to the grouping of you, and then looks to the arcane sigil on the ground. It looks great. We'll need to remove her from the chamber. The effects of the stasis should still have some should still carry through the
Ritual.
yes, the ritual. Sorry, my 3 hour of sleep brain is malfunctioning.
You're fine, dude.
um
You're doing your best for us, and we all appreciate it.
yes, through the ritual,
Speak for
or
yourself. Not kidding.
at least until the do not make me kick you from this call.
It's happened before. It makes me sad.
At least until the point of where the ritual will actually need her to be, well, we'll say conscious, because that should be the point in which she does return. So, and she'll look you in the eyes, Dinok, kind of holding your gaze in a very serious and stern face. What are you willing? What are you? Nope, that's not the one I want. What line are you not willing to cross to bring her back?
Outside of outside of harming the innocent or selling my own soul. She comes back and I did either of those. Outside of those, not. I would. Ooh.
Not what I wanted, but good to know.
I didn't hear it.
Guitar string. Very, very pretty. I liked that. Ah!
That's a bit much.
That's combat music. That's combat music.
You think that one is called Aggressor?
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Were we about to battle Scientia?
N-
God, I hope not.
well, that'd be a fun encounter. No.
What's
For
worse? No, what's
one
worse? We're gonna
side.
fight. No, what's worse is we're gonna fight Gorbak,
So
Gorgak's twin sister.
Yeah, it's
Scientia
Gorbak,
kind of
we
goes,
think.
okay, then we need to begin. And you'll see her kind of flex her fingers. Sorry, we had to yell at a cat for trying to eat tape.
Okay, here's the
Alright.
question: is the cat orange? Because that sounds like an orange cat move.
Yes.
Oh,
Called it.
So, Scientia flexes her fingers, and the ripples of arcane energy kind of flex between the fingers and the hands, and she kind of just goes, "Be prepared to assist if I call on you. We've mentioned that part of this feels to be like a curse, but has a spark of divinity with it. Which means that it might not even be fully... Not fully.
curable?
No, sorry, not fully. Which means that this is something that I will need total concentration on. And that there might be things that I will not be able to avert my attention to in order to finish the ritual or to protect myself. I do not know what these are, as this is the first time something like this has been attempted. I have some theories. Best case scenario, just some stray magical surges.
Deanoch subtly
I'm familiar with
side-eyes
those.
Katya.
And she'll kind of, shall we begin then? And she'll flex her hand, and the capsule holding your wife kind of the door itself kind of like I don't want to say rips, but the locking mechanism on it that seals it breaks, and it swings open on its hinges. And with the arcane force around Scientia's hand, you can tell it's gently causing your wife's body to drift into kind of like the center of this chamber. And as the body is no longer completely covered in this capsule, as well as this almost like ice kind of coolant. Do you want to describe to everybody what Borgosh looks like?
Okay, she's. Oh, what size did I actually say she was? That's the thing that I'm remember. Right? Don't think I actually gave full description of her. Just
Was he was
okay.
he half orc or full orc?
Think we said half orc.
Okay.
Yeah. Oop. Music. Okay. She's about 6.5 feet tall. Fairly standard green skin for an orc. Greenish, pale skin. More pale now that she's been in a capsule for 10 years, yeah. Her hair, you can't tell if it's black or brown, borders somewhere between there. Half of it's braided and goes down to her top of her neck. The other half loose and to her shoulders. Her features, rough, but gentle. Currently just in a white gown, almost like would it be a morning gown or just
Evening
white
gown?
evening gown? Yeah. Even though it's been 10 years, you can tell her body is as it was when she first went in. You look at her biceps and you think, those are bigger than my leg. Yeah, kind of. She is gentle strength personified.
Okay. And as she kind of floats into the kind of the middle of the room, Scientia carrying her with one hand, her other hand beginning to reach out and grab the different kind of reagents that she asked you to acquire.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning to spread them out amongst the circle itself, still gently holding Gortash floating. As the materials kind of lay out and around, you can see each one of them almost lock into a point in space within the arcane sigil as it begins to hum faintly with arcane power. Each item kind of locking into place with a all of you that are present are arcane inclined to a degree. And all of you can feel the intense magic beginning to flow through this room. The hair kind of on your arms beginning to stand on end, as you can tell that the level of magic being used currently is not measurable by mortal kind.
Then that begs a question. With my previous history of I mean, I don't have wild magic anymore, but because I used to, would this cause some kind of effect through me?
Do you really want to gamble?
I mean,
no.
it makes sense character-wise.
Mm-hmm. It roll a D100 for me.
Okay.
So you know, my finger is on the button for Finger of Death.
2. Finger of Death? Oh no.
Okay, excuse me. 2? Okay. Strangely enough, it doesn't seem to enact any kind of like wild magic surge or anything like that.
Thank God.
But it almost seems to be comforting to that wild magic side of you.
Hmm.
One moment, please.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this here. I know Rip wouldn't really let it go too far unless, player pushed for it. Like if you're just doing one thing, it's just like, okay, yeah, there's gonna be a mention. But if you push,
I would not purposely try to sabotage. However, if
if
something
if magic,
something happens that I cannot control,
yeah, I get it, I'm just saying, if you pushed for it, Denox just like nuke.
yeah, I just wanted to know because
I'm back.
Katya, before Scientia's
Mhm.
intervention, had all that wild magic going, and then it's like, and now, poof, no more chaos. You are now all about balance.
By the way, I didn't want to say this during the description because kind of emotional moment,
Mhm.
but Borgok, muscle mommy.
Yeah. Hey man, this is your
And
fantasy. Uh,
as knows what I like.
so,
Got that Dami mommy up there.
okay. As Scientia continues to move things around, each item locking more into place, you see her beginning to pull items from like it almost seems like she's pulling things from nothing. But those of you who are arcane inclined and can see part of the weave itself, which would be pretty much all of you except for maybe Asta, you can see that she's actually reaching into a very small demi-plane, kind of like a bag of holding without having a physical
Pocket
bag.
dimension.
Without having a bag of holding. She's literally just reaching through space and pulling something from a dimension that she controls. And as with each item getting put and locked into place, you hear this humming, this getting louder with each item. And eventually it continues to build to this point where there's a flicker of arcane energy through the different items. It just this wave, almost like electricity, this, and she kind of goes, "This is when it gets dangerous. Be careful." And as soon as she begins to say that, or finishes saying that, sorry, there's almost like how lightning flashes before it impacts. There's
Uh-huh.
there's a brief moment in the room where there's like a flash of light, and then in that moment there's this, and it just feels, this room itself immediately begins to feel as though you guys are in like a whirlwind. It's not like lifting you up and throwing you around, but it definitely is making you like having to like, well, those of you with long hair, having to like make sure that your hair is restrained tightly behind you. Otherwise, it is constantly flickering around and getting into your face.
Perfect. For this moment, I changed my alter self to make my hair short.
Easy enough to do.
Valnar is struggling to basically give himself a man bun or a ponytail.
Amazing. And as that happens, you hear Dinok, you can hear Scientia kind of over the wind kind of go, Dinok, the scale, put it on her chest. As the nope, not that one. This one. I think this is the one I wanted. I'm gonna pair it. So
I wonder what the people outside the room would be thinking right now. What the fuck are they doing in there?
the room now kind of containing this vortex. Dinok, you've been instructed to take the plate, the silver scale, and place it onto Gortash's chest. Moving forward, I need you to make a strength.
Oh no. Ooh, question. Can I use Mage Hand to assist me?
Where's that spell?
I
No, have
I would say you would almost have. I think for the purpose of this, the cantrip would not be enough.
Will this count as difficult terrain?
Absolutely.
All right. Dinok, you have freedom of movement.
Okay, how does that help me with this? DM.
Well, if it's considered difficult terrain, it'll
Yeah, I know,
obviously allow you
but-
to move.
Does that give me an advantage on the saving throw, or no?
I'll say yeah. I'll say it'll give you advantage.
Okay. With a -1, I need every advantage I can get.
I get it.
Okay, that's 1. Okay, 10.
Oof.
Okay.
Part of me is wishing for Tim right now. Part of me is not happy with that, but unless I can get some kind of guarantee. Give me a quick second.
Sorry.
Hang on. I might. Yeah, no. I'm gonna let it ride.
Okay.
Scared, but I'm gonna let it ride.
Ooh. I got Twitch.
Okay. With a 10, you begin making your way closer to Gortash. And the rest of you, what are you doing in this moment? I know what Katya is doing, casting freedom of movement, but what about Valinar and Asta? How would you guys like to assist?
Valinar will just cast guidance whenever he thinks Dinok needs an extra push.
I think guidance is touch.
Oh, it is. Never mind. I was looking
So is
at
freedom of movement.
2 spells at the same time.
But freedom of movement could have been cast as before he was starting to step into the gale.
Oh yeah. Good point.
I was gonna say freedom of movement's about the only thing that Asta has, so. Maybe being ready with like a cure wounds or something.
So Asta's gonna be ready with a cure wounds just in case.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because Valinar can't really do anything that'll really fully help in this situation. He's just going to be very symbolic, and we're just going to throw up a beacon of hope. Cover
Okay.
the room.
Yeah, easy enough to do. Okay. Okay. The gale force winds and the arcane energy kind of flicker as the round kind of comes to an end. As the arcane energies in this room again kind of do this Dinuk is the only one inside of the gale itself, so Dinuk, can you make a dexterity save?
Oh, at least I got something there.
You have something in strength too.
A neg.
It's still something.
I have something positive.
I'm positive you have a negative in strength.
So do I have advantage or no on this one?
Not on this.
Okay, making sure.
What'd you roll?
12.
12? Okay. Are you happy with that result?
I think I might actually use
I will tell you right now, because I think this is fair. This is for you to avoid getting hit by a wave of arcane energy. It has nothing to do with the success rate of the ritual.
Oh, okay. I think in the instant Dinok feels it coming, gonna hurt, but he's gonna let his mage armor take the brunt of it as best he can.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So as this arcane energy impacts, you take 17 points of force damage.
Okay.
As it kind of hit, feel the wind kind of being knocked out of it. Those of you kind of on the edge of the room, the energy kind of dies down a little bit before it gets causing you guys to stumble a little bit. However, due to pressure. Scientia will kind of call out. We'll look at like, we need that in place. And she will. What is she? she will attempt to move you closer by using Big B's.
Ooh.
She's
Ooh.
going to basically I'm gonna flavor this a little bit because I think this is kind of funny. As Deanoch attempts to like bring up his mage hand in these gale winds, thinking that it might be able to do something, the winds kind of whip and flash at it, and even cause it to be thrown away a little bit. And as Scientia calls out this next time, you watch as she reaches out, this arcane power kind of grabs Deanoch's hand, the arcane she summoned, and you watch as the coloration constantly changes. Bluish color you see Deanoch constantly use to more of a dark purple, and the hand itself immediately grows massive in size. She basically steals Deanoch's arcane mage hand and turns it into her big and will use the shove action with the hand to try to move you a little closer. Check. That is not good. That's a 3 on die. That's actually not gonna move you very far.
Oh, gosh.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Just so she does move you, but not nearly as close as anyone else. Here's the ritual itself. Takes a lot more concentration.
I wish there was something more I could do to help from here.
Back to you guys.
Does he have the scale already?
Yeah, I've got it, and I need to make more saves, correct? To keep walking? Okay. Do I still have the advantage for the strength saves? Or did I lose that?
Hour non-concentration.
Okay. Sorry, I'm a little more preoccupied with my page, just like, what can I do to do better to try and get this done? Okay. I mean, that's about as good as it's gonna get. An 18.
Amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, you braving the wind.
I get a surge.
Yeah, braving the winds, you actually do get a little closer to where you need to be. You have a feeling, Dina, that if you have another successful check, you will be able to place the scale where it needs to be. What about the rest of you?
Watching, I guess. I'm not sure more I can do at this moment.
Yeah, that's about all we can really do.
Just because I can, I'm gonna also throw up an aura of life as well.
I like how on
Are they?
Beyond it said aura of life damage.
Yeah.
Aren't both of those? Oh wait, you have the twin mind thing now.
Well, I don't have that. I have it. I just don't have it equipped right now. The first one, the Beacon of Hope, was from invoking the rune on my armor of safeguarding,
Oh.
which specifies it does not require concentration.
Okay. Yeah. No. That's fantastic. I didn't know that's how you were doing it. You just said I cast Beacon of Hope, and I went, okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine. That makes way more sense. Okay.
I got an idea for next round.
Okay, that's fine. I have a couple
Unless
of
I can do it now.
No, because I need to make a couple of rolls.
Okay. Perfect.
So for the first
Okay.
thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna roll for All right. So these different items that you see in kind of floating in this room, um, you see there are 6 items kind of floating within this room um, as part of the ritual itself. And as you guys feel another one of those arcane pulses burst from the center of this room, you guys watch as 5 of those items, the arcane energies, where it is clear that Sanji is holding them in place. You see that arcane energy crack, just as another burst of energy comes through. This time, I would like everyone in the room to make a dexterity saving.
My specialty.
Oh, hey, nat 20 for 22.
Hey, modified.
25.
Nat 1.
Yeah. No.
Everybody succeeds except for Valinar.
Valinar's basically just like focusing on the items and doesn't see the wind coming. We'll say that, right?
Pretty much.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So, Denoc, you were in the center of this. So you will take half of 26 points of force damage. So 13.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is kind of on the edge of the ring, so everybody everybody would take half to begin with, and then everybody else succeeded, so you would take half again. So Katya and Asta, you would take 7, and Valinar, you would take 13.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
that's still not bad.
I guess for
compared-
posterity's sake, I should probably.
Yeah, roll concentration.
Yeah, 15. I think I'm good.
And Cyan. She succeeded on her save.
All right, so I have to ask
Mhm.
if there's something I might be able to do to either reduce the severity or stop these arcane surges. And I have a couple of ideas. One of them is dispel magic. The other is using my clockwork soul to restore balance. Or maybe using them in combination to try and exert my will to suppress these surges like I used to have to do on my own.
Okay. So what of those do you want to try?
Well, I know restore balance is specifically to negate advantage and disadvantage. So I don't see that being overly helpful here, but I might work on using dispel magic to try and counteract some of these more random bursts as I feel them coming. keeping in mind also that this is just to try to reduce or stop the surges without interfering with the ritual itself.
I have an idea. I have an idea of how to make it.
Okay.
So what you'll do is what you'll do now, okay, is you will tell me the level of dispel magic that you are holding, okay, and what you will do is, as your reaction, you will cast dispel magic on the wave, okay. And
I'll use it at the base level 3 to start with.
And if the dispel magic succeeds, then what will happen is the wave will probably only hit the.
That makes sense because of where he's standing.
Yeah, because he's literally almost to the eye of the storm, basically, and a lot of these waves are originating in the center. So, like, you're fast, but you ain't that fast.
I'm not that fast now.
So that's how that'll work. But yeah. What about the rest of y'all?
I'll just stand back.
Not all you can do.
And let shit happen.
Okay. Can I do my idea now?
Yeah.
Dianok's going to, as he's struggling to take another step, take magic into his fist, place his hand on his chest, and he and his clothes will grow.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Not cast a VTT. That should do it, right? Nope.
The display in VTT is what you're looking for.
Yep.
There it is.
Enlarge. I'm hoping this will either, at the very least, get rid of the -1 and make it a flat 0, or in some other way help me.
So normally what this would do is it would give you advantage on strength checks, but currently you're already getting advantage on the check. So what I'll have it do is I'll have it apply that extra D4 to your check.
Great. That's perfect. Okay. Make those saving throws now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I don't need it with that, but
You would with that.
let's. Yeah. 18 plus 4.
A D4. Yep.
21.
Pretty number. Okay.
So yeah, 21. But I'm also bigger now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And as I said, you felt that it got.
I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
At that point,
Uh-huh.
it's like, not letting this happen.
Mm-hmm. You get there, and the chest piece, the plate kind of snaps into place, covering the top Gortash's chest, as it locks into place with Dianthia's magic. And she calls out, "Well done! Now get out of there!" Have to wait till next turn. Valnor, did you have anything that you wanted to try or do or help with?
Valnor's got 2 spells up already, and he doesn't really have any spells that'll help in this situation, really.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And roll item integrity. This time, the energy fluxes out. You see one item that didn't crack last time begin to crack. One item not further to crack, but the other 4 furthering to crack. As they crack, you can feel this next wave of arcane energy kind of. Tatia, go ahead and roll. Yep. Roll your dispel magic. It's a D20 plus your charisma modifier.
Okay. D20 plus charisma modifier. 7 plus 5 is 12.
That is not enough. Denog, you are at the epicenter. You are literally touching the explosion point. I'm not giving you a saving throw. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
You take 35 points of force damage.
How much was that? 35?
Yep, 35. As a
If someone wants to throw a healing spell on me, that would be helpful.
as the energy flickers and continues to go out, Katya throws out a wave of magic, trying to slow it down or even dispel it. That is just overran by this wave of magic. All of you guys are on the perimeter. You will take half of 35, which is 18.
Yeah, I take another one of those. I'm going down.
That was a really good roll, to be fair, though. That was a really good roll. And that ends the 3rd round here. Oh, I gotta roll for what did I say? 18?
Yeah.
She's hanging on there. She'll kind of call out to everybody and just kind of be like, I don't think I can maintain concentration on this ritual if I take another wave like that. And she is currently trying to use all of her concentration and focus to make sure that the ritual continues and does not come to an end. That is what she's going to be doing on her turn, is maintaining focus. She will not be casting any spells and aid or protect herself as wave 4. What do you guys do?
Well, Valinar is gonna quickly cast Mass Cure Wounds at level. How's everyone look?
Rough. Hurt.
I'm about 3/4.
It doesn't matter. Beacon of Hope is up. It's max or whatever you cast that.
Yeah, I was just asking because I was trying to decide what level I wanted to cast it at.
Oh, fair enough. Because it's a 5th level spell base with 3d8.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna go and use my 7th level spell slot. So everyone heal for 40.
Ooh, that'll do.
Does that include your modifier?
Yes.
Okay.
No, 45. Sorry.
Go. Bloop, 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 bloop.
that really helps.
Okay.
Enoch, I'm guessing you're
next-
running away.
Yeah. But I'm trying to put myself between two of the objects. So would that take this entire turn, or would I have time to do something?
I'd say you'd still have time to do something.
Okay. I have two ideas, and this is just me saying them out loud to get them out
Uh-huh.
to think. One would be oh, now that I look at it, no, can't do that. Okay, I'm just going to try to use my Arcana skill to try and fix the crack.
Yeah. Are you attempting on just one item, or
Like I said, I'm hoping to be between two, and I'm hoping my larger size will let me reach between the two and do both.
Yeah, I'll allow it. It makes the DC a little bit higher, but I'll allow it. Go
Yeah,
ahead
yeah,
and
yeah.
make a Arcana check, and I'm going to assume that you're targeting items that have the most cracks in
Yes.
it. So
Now, is this at advantage, disadvantage, or just straight?
it's a straight Arcana check.
Well, how's a
you
29
will
sound?
be attempting to repair the arcane energies around Scientia's already existing wards and stuff. So now I have to ask, are you happy with the 29?
I literally can only go up by one.
Okay, you want to keep it then?
Yes,
Yeah. No.
because if it's a straight roll, I cannot risk using my inspiration and getting a lower score.
I don't blame you. 29 was
This
fine.
is literally 19 on the dice.
Yeah, no, 29 is fine. I just had to ask because you never know.
Yeah, the DC could have been 30. Yeah, I get that. I'm just saying.
But no, 29 is fine, and you do reach out. You do with both hands kind of turn and just seal up a couple of those cracks. Denock,
Hopefully, this prevents some of the pulses.
Denock, you in this moment you realize just how much concentration Scientia is doing currently. You attempted to just fix the arcane energies around two of the items being held aloft currently within this ritual. And it took every fiber of your being. And she is currently holding aloft 6 objects, the scale, and your wife, while also running while also running the ritual itself.
And who knows what else is in the background.
But that is your turn. Anybody else have anything they want to do?
I have an idea, and I guess it depends on how willing the DM is to allow me to do this.
Mhm.
I want to put a wall of force around Scientia, but with enough space that her arms can still reach out to conduct the ritual, because I don't want to block the magic that she's sending out. I just want to protect her from magic surges.
I'd allow it.
Okay. Then I will definitely do that.
That was some echo.
I heard it too. That was funny. All right, you cast wall of force around her, and she recognizes it, gives you kind of a
Kinda like
nod.
wall of force, yeah.
She kind of recognizes it, gives you a nod, and right down to back to concentrating. She is sweating at this point. Okay. is round 4. There are two items that have 2 cracks. All the rest of them have 1. um. Scientia is going to yell. She's gonna say, she's gonna instruct you guys, fix the remaining 2, and then hit the deck. And then she's gonna hold an action.
Fix it to that are damaged, then hit the deck. Oh no.
There are two that have more cracks than the others, and she's wanting you to repair those.
Okay, I know what my next action's gonna be.
Player's action. What would you guys like to do?
Oh.
Head towards one of them.
I'll head towards the other one, whichever one's closest to me.
We'll say that you two arrive at opposite ones.
Okay.
Dinock's gonna look up, look at you, Katya. Nod at you. He's trusting you with this, man. He's
I'll
trusting.
nod back.
Well, that's a good point. Katya enters the gale at that point. Katya, go real quick, make a strength check for me, or saving throw. It's not a very high DC because of where the items are.
11.
11, you needed to beat a 10. You're fine.
Oh, thank God. My strength is worse than Dinock's.
Uh-huh. So,
Nope.
Arcana check from the 2 of you.
Yeah, I'm burning my inspiration on that one.
22.
28. I will take that.
Katya, are you satisfied
take-
with the 22?
The likelihood of rolling higher is smaller than the likelihood of rolling lower, so I'll keep it.
Okay. Are you wanting to leave it at a 22, or do you have anything to modify it or buff it?
I don't have
Like-
Ben luck, so
Alright.
I'm gonna have to keep it.
Okay. Yeah.
So Valinar is
Oh.
gonna basically go ahead and drop to. Casanti said to duck.
Yep.
Or hit the floor. Valinar's gonna go ahead and get down, but he's gonna be prepared to cast Mass Cure Wounds for immediately after what he expects to be an explosion.
Okay.
I could do skill empowerment, but then I'd be leaving Scientia open to danger, so I'll let it stand.
Okay. With that, the room falls quiet as you guys step back. Scientia claps her hands together as the items into Gortash. And there's a moment of pause before there's a massive ripple of arcane power and energy that through the room. I'm going to have everybody go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. Valinar, because you took preparation to dodge effectively, you get advantage.
Oh, I was waiting.
Hey.
I was waiting to hear that we repaired the items before I was going to hit the deck, but okay. Oh no! I'm
6.
burning my inspiration on that.
I got a 5.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
5
that's
as
6.
well.
And that's
I'll-
with advantage.
Only
5 is better
Asta
than
got
10.
above a 10.
And the thing is, she has a +10, so she can't get below a 10.
Oh lord.
Okay, so hold on. We have Asta with a 13. Okay. Katya also with a 5. Okay. See what Scientia rolls. Better than all of y'all.
Well, she's got a wall of force, so
We'll see how long she's got a wall of force for.
depends on me.
Uh-huh. Because there are 6 items. A total of 7 cracks.
Oh no.
Since everyone failed, everyone as this ripple of arcane energy outward. Denock, the ground and the room, the stonework cripples and crumbles like you would see in like an explosion in a movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And every one of you, because all of you failed the dex saving throw, take 56 points of force damage.
Damn.
At 56.
Well, that's half my health gone.
I am so glad you healed me.
And
Katya.
now that's oh, sorry.
No, this is just this is an important detail that I have to find out though. Katya,
Okay.
you get hit with a force blast before Scientia would because you're closer. So I need you to make a concentration check to see if force wall stays up.
Okay.
DC 23.
What's
Oh no. I don't like that.
didn't you burn your
Why did the
Hang
Oh,
on,
there.
where's our reroll
You got-
page?
Yeah, you're gonna burn one of those? Go.
Oh yeah.
And you don't have
Yes.
Warcaster, correct?
Oh no. What is that number? 20?
20. You're
What'd you say the number beat was?
20.
23.
Oh. That was worth a try.
Okay. As the force wall drops and the exhausted Scientia then is hit with this wave of arcane energy. You make a roll to see how the ritual finishes. Hold on, I'm gonna get out my big D20.
Oh,
Technically, it's my wife's big D20, but it's big.
she don't use it.
She does when we play. Here we go. Ah, that rolled out of my tray. There we go. Okay. Is everybody still conscious?
Yes.
Somehow.
Yes. And
Enoch's bleeding from the mouth.
Scientia kind of knocked prone a little bit.
as a side note, everyone heals for what was that? 29. Because my held spell goes off.
Helps.
Oh, nice.
Scientia kind of caught off guard by the wave of energy, is kind of knocked back, kind of knocked backwards a bit, kind of doing that movie spin from a explosion kind of a thing. And as she slowly pushes herself up, you can see she is beat up. Um, from these arcane explosions, and tired, exhausted. A lot of you kind of a little worse for wear. Enoch, your eyes immediately turn to the center of the room, and as the kind of dust is clearing and settling a little bit from where the ground, this epicenter of this explosion started, you see Gortash lying on the floor, currently not moving. And as you push yourself kind of up to get a better view, you can see now that her skin has a much darker green complexion to it. No longer that bluey green coloration that she was from her
Stasis.
stasis. And as you kind of take a hesitant step forward, this moment of fear, anxiety, you begin to see the chest rise and fall. It does appear that she breathes.
Denock, sorry, getting a little teary-eyed here. Denock stumbles over, legit, like, hesitant step, almost trips over himself. Comes up next to her, drops to his knees. And just, as gently as he can, pulls her head onto his lap and just, you hear him silent sob, you know, the he moves one of the strands of hair that have probably blown onto her face, moves it out of the way and lays a kiss on her forehead.
You feel the familiar weight of her kind of lying in your arms and that kind of her breathing gently. Diantia kind of approaches from behind, kind of currently clutching kind of her ribs. She kind of goes, "We did everything that we can." And she holds out one of the hands that are currently around her ribs, and and everybody sees the palm of her hand. It looks like it looks like to be holding a tiny star, the light that you would see in the night sky. And in the tiny star, there's a singular black crack. There was a piece of tainted divinity planted within her. And she shows it to everybody.
What does that mean?
thought our theories were, at least in part, correct.
There's only one entity possible of tainting divinity. It was thought to have been sealed eons ago, never to be able to reach the material plane or any of the realms.
Or is this something that was called the blight?
Say that again?
The blight?
Your voice thing's kind of.
I think I
God
heard
damn
it. I think it was the blight.
The blight, yes.
Mm.
We just got information about something known as
Mhm.
the blight from whatever his name was. The Silverlight.
Mm-hmm.
I th-
The entity has been called several things. The blight being one of them, if I remember correctly. This if this entity has been able to escape the far realm, has been able to extend its reaches here, Father must be made aware. If this is the case, this existence is no longer safe. And you hear her, and you guys see her mumble something under her breath. You would like to hear what it is. You can either roll a perception check.
I'll do my best.
Either perception or what? Because
Hey,
you
16's
cut
not bad.
off.
I think it would have to be a perception check. I feel like if you had a observant, you would be a little better off just because you could read lips.
17 will do. About as good as he's gonna get
7.
there.
Had to one up me, eh?
Well, given how Deanock's right there in front of her, I
Mhm.
think that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you don't quite catch it. I would say that Katya and Dinak, you'd probably hear "I don't want," and then the rest of it would trail out of your auditory range. I can tell you that this was not a perfect recovery. The items were cracked, but they were not broken. She should be fine, but she may be a little different than how you remember her. Don't know how. It's impossible for me to tell you what these items represent. I'm going to go talk with Father. You know how to get a hold of me if you need me. She smiles and gives you guys a wink and vanishes.
Scientia. Well, before she does,
Oh, yeah.
Deanoch just looks up. Just
Hello?
oh, okay. I guess you didn't hear it because I did whisper it a bit.
Yeah, stage
He
whisper.
Yeah, didn't
whispers.
hear anything.
He whispers, "Thank you."
I feel like to that is when she would give you the wink and would just Komi out. That's a Naruto reference. Anyway.
Kamui.
Yeah, leave me alone. But that with that though,
That was
Enoch,
tense.
your wife breathed. And as we kind of branch into the evening of this event for you guys to kind of have the evening to kind of get your wife into a place to recover and rest, and for you to spend some time, we'll prepare to end there for the evening.
Okay.
I think it's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Because anything going forward, we'll be rushed. So
Mhm. I'm also gonna put I'm gonna peel the curtain back just a little bit. Okay. Um. So this was a series of challenges and puzzles that you had to kind of do something with. Um. If Scientia took a certain amount of damage, the ritual fails. So that wall of force was fantastic. Um.
it only protect. It didn't even really get to protect her much, though.
No, but if
It was a good idea.
mm-hmm. And if she would have, so here's the thing though, if she would have failed one of those saving throws, it would have been enough to, she wouldn't have been, mm-hmm.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Yep. I rolled very high
Maybe
on
I
all
should
of her
put that.
saving throws.
Like maybe I should have. Maybe I should put that up first thing. Instead
Well,
of trying to just
hindsight.
stop the
Mhm.
waves.
You also
Yeah.
had 5 rounds to get the shield in there and prevent any items from breaking. You guys were in round 4.
Oof.
So as you guys,
Okay.
when you guys sealed the last items, or repaired the last items, we were going into round 5, which was your cutoff.
Okay.
Cutting it close is what you're saying.
The whole way. Yeah.
Yeah. Items break if they reach 3 fractures.
And if any one of those broke, then the ritual would have been a failure.
No. That's not
Oh.
no. But with each item are
Mhm.
different core memories effectively.
Oh, I see.
And for every item destroyed, she loses a part of her personality.
So then,
Right.
if they are, so those different items were like her memoirs.
Mhm.
So then, Deanoch might know specifically which items that were cracked, what they might affect.
Yes. And in fact, Deanoch and I are going to talk about that off stream one day.
Okay.
Okay.
Be just because a lot of this was on the fly.
I mean,
Hmm?
Rip.
Hmm.
A fucking plus.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So essentially, there was a lot that could go wrong, and we defied those odds
Mhm.
barely.
And yep. So there's still more to this story,
Hmm.
but
And now an even bigger threat than everything that we've faced thus far, and that we still have yet to face.
Mhm.
This world has no shortage of problems.
nope.
let's pray that this one's not on a time limit.
I
Because we've
mean,
already got
Well,
what
if
3 or 4 time limits we're running against.
well,
Bruh.
Something
let's
like
think
that.
of it this way: if this creature managed to taint your wife 10 years ago, then
you're not
who
looking
knows?
big enough.
Obviously not.
Nope. Because remember where the spark of divinities come from.
I don't know.
Thought it had been said. Maybe it hasn't.
Nope.
Was there suspicion on your guys' part of where the curse originally came from? Because I think that was mentioned.
Thought it came from like Knock or something.
Yeah,
Which
we
is?
really thought it was
Yeah.
not
Which is
the god of trickery.
uh-huh.
Mm.
Which means
Oh, Knock maybe.
you can share it to the class.
Knock may either fully be under the Blight. We're just going to use that because that's the name I remember the best. The Blight's control, maybe the Blight himself, or maybe let's go with infected by the Blight.
Interesting. So is he like Sheogorath?
I sadly don't know who that is.
The
Skyrim.
god of trick, the Daedric prince of trickery and essentially
Madness.
chaos
Oh.
in the Elder Scrolls series.
Oh.
The guy that will skip rope with your entrails after turning your head into a
Yes.
block of cheese.
While laughing the whole way. He was very chaotic and
I live
literally
with a
at
guy
war
like that.
with himself. He was literally at war with himself.
Well,
And
that
you
was in
essentially had
Oblivion.
yeah, that was Oblivion.
After Oblivion, he fixed that.
Yeah, well, sounds about right.
Anyway,
Tell me I'm wrong.
Anyway, though, you guys have put some puzzle pieces together, and I have lots to think about, work on, and continue to plan you for you. With that, I think we ought to sign off.
That took all
Yeah.
my energy.
You guys, so thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. I had a blast. I know this was a little bit of a hey, watch this episode, but I think it was.
I also had no idea where we were going because I was
think-
like, yeah, we'll just handle this quickly and then we'll go start our next adventure. No, apparently not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do you know how easy it would have been for me to be like, okay, Scientia shows up and heals your wife. Moving on.
That is kind of what I had in mind. I had no idea there was going to be a whole bunch of stuff associated with that.
Yeah, but wasn't it so much more engaging that way though?
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
okay.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's
I
not what
don't-
I thought was going to happen at all.
I don't know if he's in this room still, but it would have been like what Zemziel did.
Which time?
when the DM let him do the story arc.
Oh, I mean, he didn't really let him, but yeah. So anyway, thank you guys so much for checking it out. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the weather that is coming your way. And we'll see you
All
guys.
I'm getting is more heat. What do you mean?
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Good night.
Night all.
Night, y'all.
Good night.